Hi, my name's Helva and I'm from Canada. I love Jesus with all my heart. I love his word and I love it when conspiracy facts line up with Bible prophecy.
Hi, I'm Julianne from Australia. You'll hear my story, among others, on Awaken to Truth. See you there.
Hello, my name is Christine, and thank you for joining us on Awaken to Truth. I love the Lord and I love His Word. I will be sharing my stories with you as well. Hello, and thank you for joining us on Awaken to Truth. Today we're continuing on from last week of the days of Noah. Are we there? Are we living in the days of Noah today?
So the next thing on our list is cloning. Okay. So I'm sure everybody has heard of Dolly the sheep. Actually, I found out named after Dolly Parton because the cell that they used for the cloning was taken from the original sheep's mammary glands. So thus the Dolly Parton connection, thus Dolly.
Wow.
No, information you didn't need to know. Okay.
I did not know that. Wow, Helva. That's
so, yeah, we're going to have a little video clip attached to this.
Dolly the sheep was a sensation when she first appeared before the world. A scientific breakthrough, fascinating but also menacing. Dolly was cloned by taking a body cell from sheep A, fusing that cell's DNA with an egg cell with its nucleus removed from sheep B. This fused cell developed into an embryo which was placed in the uterus of a surrogate mother, sheep C. The resulting lamb, in this case Dolly, is a clone of sheep A. These were Dolly's so-called siblings, identical sisters, all cloned from the same sheep.
There's a step change in our understanding of early development, which ultimately led several years later in 2006 to the discovery that you can actually induce somatic cells. These are sort of cells that belong to the body to become embryonic-like cells that has the potential to divide into other cell types.
This was Dolly's greatest legacy, advances in what we call stem cell research. The ultimate, but still elusive goal, is to use cloning technology to create healthy tissues which can be transplanted to heal damaged cells and organs. But back in 1997, Dolly seemed to raise more frightening issues. If we can clone a sheep, many asked, why not a human being? Since then, scientists have cloned more than 20 species, including horses and household pets.
So Dolly was cloned from a 6-year-old sheep. And although the cloning was considered successful, Dolly was born as a 6-year-old sheep, although she was born an infant, because the telomeres on the end of her cells, which determine longevity, you're born with long telomeres and they get smaller and smaller as you age. And that's about all I know about telomeres. So I'm not sure. Do you die when they totally disappear or how that works? I don't know. But anyhow, so Dolly was born with short telomeres, which made her literally born 6 years old. And so her longevity would be 6 years instead of the normal 12 years for a sheep. And I may not have those numbers exactly right, but you get the idea. So was it a success? You tell me. Who wants to be born 6 years old and have half a lifespan because you were cloned? So I don't know if you ladies want to weigh in on any of that, but
I actually do. And I was just looking for it now, but I will find it. And I'm going to show it here in a few seconds for you guys. But they have a cloning center. I researched this not too long ago. And they actually have a cloning center for humans. And I forget which country they have it in, but we're going to bring it up here on the screen here in a minute. but they chose a country that was very lenient when it comes to,
India.
and experimenting and all that stuff. And do you know how many celebrities claim that they are uh, a copy of who they were, that they have been cloned and they are like third generation, fourth generation. They refer to themselves this way, not just them, but this was created for the elites as well. It's a real place. They do real cloning. Anybody that thinks we're not at that age right now is just fooling themselves. It exists. Welcome to Clonaid. Let's look at the services. Clonaid is the world's leading provider of reproductive human cloning services. Eve, the first cloned baby, was born December 26, 2002, thanks to our team of highly skilled scientists. Since then, we've been able to help a number of patients have their own children through our cloning technology. Clonaid can help you. If you're sterile and have lost hope of having a child of your dreams, if you're a homosexual and deeply desire a child who would carry your own genes, if you've just lost or are about to lose a beloved family member and would like to see an identical twin of that person begin a new life, if you're HIV positive and want to have a child that would be your own genetic twin without infecting either the baby or your partner with the virus, or if you simply just want to be cloned, whatever your reason may be. And then the next area gives you step by step what you do to go through the process to become a clone. The history of Clonaid. Clonaid, the first human cloning company in the world, was founded in February 1997 by Raul and a group of investors who created Valiant Venture Corporation based in the Bahamas. In the first couple of years, Clonaid had already received enormous media coverage. However, due to the pressure mounted on the Bahama government by French journalists, Valiant Venture was canceled as government representatives were thinking the laboratories would be established on the Bahama island. Meanwhile, the list of serious potential customers had grown to more than 250 people. Therefore, during the year 2000, Raul decided to hand over the Clonaid project to Dr. Bridget Boisler in order for her to start working on actually cloning the first human beings with a team of well-trained scientists. The doctor had a PhD degrees in physical and biomolecular chemistry. In her last job, she was a marketing director for a large chemical company in France. In the summer of 2000, an American couple that wanted to help develop this technology in order for them to have a baby contacted the doctor. They were the first major investors funding the equipment and the laboratory needed, and Clonaid's first human cloning laboratory was set up in early 2001. In the summer of 2001, following several visits from the U.S., government representatives in our facility, Clonaid, decided to pursue its human cloning project in another country where human cloning is legal. Now, there are many celebrities who claim to have been cloned at the Clonaid laboratories. First generation, second generation, third generation. Let's roll the clip for that.
Kid Boo, welcome to Vlad TV.
Hello.
Making a lot of noise recently, man. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, everyone works towards that, that video that goes viral. And it looks like you have like a nice little handful of them now. You know what I mean? It's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, I got my hands a bit full now, thanks to these accomplishments. Got a few more extra things in my hand I didn't quite anticipate, but it all comes with the territory, I suppose.
Of course. So, where'd you grow up?
South Florida.
Okay. I guess you were born in Jersey?
Yeah. Originally, my first gen. I'm a second gen now. That's why you see the celebrity bursts say I'm born in Toronto, but that's false. My first gen was born in Jersey. However, I was cloned by Clonate in Canada. My model number is 0112568, if anyone wants to see the registration in Clonate.
Our last point of, as in the days of Noah, is chips, brain implants. And Elon Musk was just given FDA approval to start testing his brain implants on humans. If he's been given the okay for human trials, there have been many, many years of animal trials preceding this. So this is not something that's a fly by night or he just came up with. This has been going, in the works for many, many years. And again, like we said with some of the other points, anything that's presented as good can also be used very nefariously. And Elon Musk is motivated, or he publicly says that the motivation for these chip implants is to improve people's health. I believe that the first ones are to help people with their vision. I don't know if it's for blind people to give them sight. I haven't looked into it much farther than that. But from a Bible prophecy perspective, brain implants or an implant in your, a chip in your hand or a chip in your forehead speaks to the mark of the beast. So as a Christian, it's just a little too close for comfort, not going there. No, absolutely not going there.
Neither am I. That's not happening. He warned us for a reason. And just look at the times we're in. I mean, 20, 30 years ago, you would have been, no, Jesus isn't coming anytime soon. This doesn't point to the end times. People have been saying it for generations. Look, we're here now. It's been made. The chip has been made. It's already been in the works for a very long time. It's already been prepared. It's already made. I mean, it's just a matter of time.
Tested just waiting for the rollout.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think there's a lot of money changing hands.
Of course there is.
And I'd like a job on the board. But yeah, that's now a thing. It's now a thing. And it's run by the WHO. So when will the next be?
I think it's coming. They already said it. Fauci said it. They're already making little announcements. They did it beforehand. They've been doing it along the way. They always say what they're going to do first. It's the tactics of the enemy.
And with the cloning, I do remember a movie that had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, and he played a clone. And how they showed it, they pulled their eyelid down, and depending on how many dots were in the eyelid, was what variety, clone number 7, clone number 6. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it wasn't bad. And that's what I believe the cloning was. I also do remember a news clip of Barack Obama going past, I don't know whether he was in Egypt or he was at a King Tut thing, but there was the bust of King Tut on a pedestal, and he goes, "Oh, look, there's me." Why would he say that?
There's so many people have shown the comparison, and he looks identical. I never knew he said that. That's incredible. That's just a confirmation.
Yep. And that I saw that years ago. And over here in Australia, we don't see much about American politics or US politics. So we know who the president is, that's about it. But that was one of the first times I ever saw something. It was on, and I was watching a program on TV, and it came up on the news, and it showed him, and it said he was maybe touring or was looking at a Egyptian thing, And that was where he said, he's walking past, he stopped, he looked at King Tut and he goes, "That's me," and laughed and kept going.
And I thought, that
oh, I do have photographs that a friend of mine, the Lord told her to take, just to get her cell phone, just take photos when she was watching Barack Obama on TV, and his face melts. I've got the photos to prove it.
Do you know, most people that are, dare I say, not fully human, seem to have glitches when they're being recorded.
Yes, yes. That lovely lady, blonde-haired woman that was running for president, whose husband used to be a president, she had a lot of glitches, if she's a she.
Thank you for joining us on this discussion. And if you would like to comment or have suggestions for other videos, please post them below.
Thank you, viewers. That's all for us for this week. Next week, Chris will be sharing her story, which, trust me, is really worthwhile listening to. She's got a great tale. Well, it's not a tale, it's truth. But people, if you don't know who Jesus is, just say, "Jesus, come and meet me," and he will. He will. So we'll see you same time, same channel next week. Thank you. Be blessed.